21.
Cavaliers to start out. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon. And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers
every game that we started off with.
Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
And the
First time ever.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And so it's Cleveland with it. LeBron dishes to Love. And it's Smith penetrating.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time. And the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Hey, James!
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Irving passes to Thompson. LeBron drives in. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Cavaliers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Parker kicks to Leonard. Off target from 3-point range.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Well, wide open look for Love. Sinks the 3-pointer. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond.
In my post.
James. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
The Cavaliers leading by 8.
And, you know, for the Cavs, they ended up in the top 5 and made threes per game. But they actually led the NBA and made threes per game after the trade.
And stolen by Aldridge.
Oh.
Here's Duncan. Finishes.
Can't get him. Oh, Kyrie has like the best handles.
In position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we
Watch.
call seeing
Your angles,
and
kiddo.
feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going.
Get that
develop,
off the
where
screen.
the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And last
Oh,
season, the
Brian.
Cavs would shatter all sorts of
Brian,
franchise
why are you
records in the
missing?
3 department. I mean, makes sense to have that many shooters on your roster when LeBron opens up so much in terms of floor space.
And Thompson throws it down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And now it's a double-digit lead.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far. You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. The shot's good on the assist by West. Ginobili's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Shumpert gets a wide open look, and another 3 for Cleveland.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Mills. That is good.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them. Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
And he gets it to go. Here's Dellavedova. Looking for his first basket still in this one. The drive by Shumpert. It's deflected.
Oh my gosh, if I never got blocked.
They definitely hit that group defensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah,
Greg, you like
Cavaliers.
Let's groove
Cavaliers
tonight,
bench sucks.
Fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Back to Ginobili. It's tipped. Pass to Mills. And Diaw kicks to Martin.
I was smelling cookies for a minute.
That doesn't go either for Martin.
The
Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Shumpert. Mills with the rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And he gets it to go.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Shumpert. He got it up that time, but he wouldn't fall.
Remember that last supposed to be like
His first quarter of play, we've seen
Nick Young.
And we had the chance to catch up with Greg Popovich, and he talked about
to be in the conversation.
Pop breaking it down and telling it like it is as usual, Clark. You gotta love having a guy like that as a coach.
Without question. I mean, you have no idea how huge that is for a player to get that kind of support and backing from his coaches. Tony Parker, a great all-star champion. In my book, absolutely without question. But would he have reached that level without Greg Popovich as his coach? I think even Tony would tell you probably not.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
Really some
Harry always makes those.
For these guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
LeBron and Love at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5.
I've never seen
That's
Kyrie.
the 5 for Cleveland right now.
I've seen him this one.
It's Ginobili outside.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Stolen by Anderson. Jumps up. And the dunk by West.
I can't block that former face.
Right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And it goes
off the backboard.
Last touch by Irving.
Damn, boy. That guy's
San
giving them
Antonio
the
calls timeout.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
A chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So San Antonio goes with the first 5 on the floor. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second.
About the 21 you was like the worst teams, but now I can't even gain a
Spurs,
lead
a
on
team
you.
that has had such a strong core and is so disciplined, Clark. It's hard to see them struggle, even think of them struggling, even on the road.
Well, you know, last season they did have trouble at times on the road, but 22-19.
Keep my head on you.
It's LeBron.
At least always beat you guys.
Smith with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Now it's a 6-point Cleveland lead. Leonard kicks to Duncan. From deep, Green. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Irving with a clean look. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Hey, are they leaving him open?
Job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Parker against Irving. Down low. And the dunk by Love.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Spurs trail by 11. Aldridge with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. And Green gets it to go. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Irving with the ball. He has 7.
My post.
Irving double team. Here's Mozgov. Oh, and there's the one-handed.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is my
3 more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Irving dishes to Love. Goes up high.
Oh.
Two-handed dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And he jams it with authority.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. Put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
No good from Duncan.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things.
Oh, I thought you were right.
But really, it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Only second quarter.
To adapt and impact the game in other ways.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Spurs trail by 19. Martin from outside. No good. Smith with the defensive effort. Stolen by Martin. Here's Diaw.
Oh, all that contact. Oh, alright. Now I need to like.
Basket of the night.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly. This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Don't usually see him shooting the threes.
And they're just raining threes.